All right. Let me turn things around. Hey, what's going on? Kevin John here from ABC 10. I am here right off of 160 northbound and Del Paso Boulevard. Making sure that I'm not stepping in the way of anybody. This is a scene where there's quite a few CHP officers out. So let me kind of explain what happened and just kind of bring you guys up to date. At approximately 4:30 this afternoon, there were reports of a woman jumping out of a vehicle. She was then subsequently hit by another vehicle, and is at this time, from what we know, she is listed in critical condition. It sounds like she has some traumatic injuries that she has suffered from. We're still kind of finding out information at this time. I am right here. I'm off the ramp of 160 in Del Paso. They're actually, as you can see behind me, they are bringing up one of the cars that was involved in the collision right now. As you can see, the tow truck officer. Let me actually turn this around for you right here. As you can see, they're pulling the vehicle, one of the vehicles, up right now. We are still finding out information at this time, but once again, this was a situation to where a car was driving by. We don't know how the woman was discharged from the vehicle. We don't know if she was pushed out of the vehicle. We don't know if she left on her own accord. We don't know her mental state. We don't know if she was intoxicated. All that we know is that around 4:30, they were coming northbound on 160 here, and somehow the lady was discharged from the vehicle. The first car that was right behind her was able to swerve and miss her, but the second car, unfortunately, was unable to swerve and did collide with her, obviously making impact with her. Once again, I just want to give you guys a quick update of her condition here. Hang with me for a second as I get this information in. So we do understand that it is critical traumatic injuries that she is suffering from. I see there's a lot of people tuning in, so let me just once again kind of give you guys a preview of what happened around 4:30 this evening. There was a vehicle traveling northbound on 160 here. From what we understand, there was a female inside of that vehicle. She somehow was discharged. We don't know if she was pushed out. We don't know if she fell out, but somehow she fell out. She ended up on the highway here. The first car was able to avoid her. The second car, unfortunately, did collide with her and did make impact. I'm gonna turn this around so you can see one of the vehicles involved in the collision right here is actually being towed away. We don't know which vehicle that is. I'm gonna turn around in here. You can still see CHP officers that are here clearing up the scene. It looks like they're pretty much have opened up the highway here. So it looks like 160 for the most part is opening back up. But once again, sorry, just kind of checking to make sure I'm not in the middle of anything here. But once again, this is 160 Del Paso Road. Reports of a lady who had fell out of a vehicle, was hit by another car, and we're still kind of I'm so sorry. Can I just ask you one more? I'm just doing a Facebook Live here. This is the public information officer that is obviously been following this and keeping track with everything. So just for confirmation, it was a female passenger that somehow collided. At this time, we do not know her condition. Correct?
She's in critical condition with major injuries. Other than that, we have no other information.
So critical condition with major injuries. And then also, I just want to confirm, you guys are opening back up 160 right now for any motorists that may be coming out in this area?
Correct.
Okay, so it is open at this time. Also, we just want to point out as well, we don't know at this time why she came out of the vehicle, what happened, if there was a mental condition, intoxication. We don't know any of those answers at this time, correct?
At this time, right. We're still investigating why she exited the vehicle.
Okay, so we're still under investigation at this time. They'll obviously be doing that. We'll keep you guys updated as we find out. Thank you so much for that information right there.
All right.
So we'll be out of here as well shortly as well. So once again, guys, just trying to find out more information. It was an unfortunate situation, obviously, but like he said, she's in critical condition. We will continue to keep you guys updated as this story continues to play on. But once again, they have opened up all lanes on 160, so 160 is completely open at this time. They have opened up all lanes. But once again, for those that are just tuning in, I see some people are leaving comments there. How crazy, I was driving on the other side. Okay, this is horrible. Prayers out for that woman. Thank you, Sheila. So yeah, if there's any more questions, I'll answer them for you. But once again, I just want to kind of let you guys know, we kind of know limited information at this time. We don't know a motive. We don't know. Okay, so my photographer Randy right here just confirmed that the vehicle that she jumped out of was the vehicle that you guys just saw that was being towed away. So it was the SUV that was being towed away. That was the vehicle that she did jump out of. But anyway, with that being said, guys, you know, that's all the information I have at this time. If nobody has any other questions, I'm going to shut off this Facebook Live. Obviously, continue to go to abc10.com. We'll have more on the 11 o'clock news tonight as we continue to get more information about this. But at this time, that is what we know. And if you guys have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. We'll try to answer all those as soon as possible. So once again, this is Highway 160 northbound and Del Paso Road. I'm signing off. If you have any other questions, actually getting back in the vehicle here, but if you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. We will do our best to get back to you as soon as possible. Oh, Billy just asked the question, was she by herself? She was not by herself. We do know she was sitting in the rear, in the back, but somebody else was driving the vehicle that she was in. So she was not alone because of the driver. Now, we do understand she was the only passenger in there. So at this time, I guess it was two of them, the driver and then her. Do we have any other questions coming in at this time? It looks like Billy, anyone else?
You don't have to yell anymore.
Terry says, what happened? So Terry, basically just to kind of give a brief update to those that are still tuning in right now, this is right off Highway 160 near Del Paso Road, Highway 60 northbound, Del Paso Road. A lady was in the back of a vehicle and she was in the back of a car sitting in the rear, and somehow she was discharged from the vehicle. We don't know if she fell out of it accidentally. We don't know if she was pushed out. We have no idea, but she was in the vehicle. Somehow she fell out of it and she was hit by another vehicle that was going. So that's what we know at this time. Billy says, was she pushed? We don't know, Billy. At this time, we do not know if she was pushed. We don't know how she ended up outside of the vehicle and onto the highway. So we're still finding out information at this time. They're still doing a thorough investigation at this time to determine exactly what happened there. Was she, Terry, absolutely. So if anybody has any other questions, you know, definitely continue to keep them going. We're still finding out information right now. As you saw me just speaking to the PIO. Was she in a truck bed? Jessica, she was not in a truck bed. It was an SUV. I believe it was a Jeep or something that looked like that. And earlier in the video, I took earlier in this Facebook Live, I shot a little bit of video of it, but it was a black SUV. So she was not in the truck bed. Sue says, is she alive? At this point, from what I heard from the PIO, she's listed in critical condition. We don't know exactly where she was hit, if she was hit in the head, if the vehicle hit her in the chest, in the body. We don't know that at this time. We just know that she is in critical condition, and she was transported with major traumatic injuries. So well, obviously, you know, we hope that she'll be fine. We don't know at this time. We were told that she was around 30 years old as well. So, but we just, you know, obviously we just left the scene. More information will be coming out. Obviously, you can go to abc10.com to find out more information. Any other questions on here? I see, let's see. Was she in a truck bed? Is she alive? Were there any other cars involved? Jessica asked. Yes, Jessica, there was another vehicle involved, and it was the vehicle that struck her. The first vehicle actually was able to swerve around and completely miss her altogether, but the subsequent vehicle was the one that collided with her. and that vehicle as well was being towed away, and is currently, they're investigating that right now. So there were 2 vehicles involved. The vehicle that she was in, and then the other vehicle that struck her, that collided with her. So that's something else that we know at this time as well. Any other questions out there as we can continue to find out more information here? Once again, guys, abc10.com. Feel free to check that out for more information. We'll be updating that throughout the night. But at this time, that's pretty much all that I know. I'm getting ready to sign off here unless anybody has any other questions. All right. Well, once again, if you have any other questions, just keep them in the comments below. We'll try to continue to go through there and answer them throughout the night.
Okay, we're heading
All
back
right.
home.
We're heading back to the station now.